A typical day for me, first of all, I wake up in the morning full of joy because I get to do this job and I'm having a great time. And a day for me could be a day starting filled with meetings in the morning. To give you an example, I had some meetings with state officials this morning. Then I had to come back and do a staff meeting. And then later on in the afternoon, I'm actually preparing for a workshop. So I'm pulling together some PowerPoint slides and things like that. And sometimes I just carve out a little bit of time in the day to read. And because I like to stay abreast of what's going on in STEM fields. So I will make time for myself to read about new things that are happening or articles or whether reports that have come out. And there are times also where I sit and just observe, because that's the other thing. It's one thing to learn a lot about STEM, but it's another thing to see how it's working. So sometimes I actually, since I work in a museum, I actually leave my office and walk around the museum and watch kids get excited about everything that they're seeing and touching and experiencing in the museum, which is all a part of the work that I do. So I also look at how they engage with it too. And then at the end of the day, I mean, sometimes days go by so quickly where I don't even know. It's like, oh, wow, it's 5 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. And then there are times where I say, you know what, there's so much I wanted to get done today that I didn't. And, I always say to myself, there's always tomorrow. You can get more of it done. So it's always a fun time. And one of the critical things I try to make a point of doing is to say or do something to make someone else smile every single day. And whether it's someone that is working at the museum, that, sweeping the floor, I always make a point of saying something to someone to make them smile.